Hello and welcome to the Court Case Podcast with me, your host, James Court.
And the co-host, Sweet Tea.
We have got an amazing show for you today. We're going to be talking about why everyone is hating on Reddit at the moment. We're going to be talking about this amazing reason that the Japanese are getting time off work and why anti-vaxxers are hating Krispy Kreme donuts. All of that is coming right after this. Okay, happy Friday, everybody. Sweet Tea, how are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Good, I'm great. Are you glad to be back in the podcast seat, just us two?
Yeah, back in the studio. Feels good.
How did you find Jack Randall's collab last week?
I really liked it. I think he's a great lad.
He's a top guy,
great
isn't
lad. Yeah, he is.
When lockdown's over, I'd like him at the pub.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's a bit of a commute.
It is a bit of a trek, isn't it? So
yes, it is.
Might not work out.
Yeah, I know. But one thing we did talk about with Jack is when we were recording with Jack, we were on season 3 of Breaking Bad.
Gatorade me, bitch.
And now,
within 2 weeks, we finished it and just watched El Camino.
Yeah, we finished watching El Camino about 10 minutes before we set up this.
Yeah.
And started recording.
Oh my god, we are mental. I didn't realise how quickly we were watching it.
Did you like it?
I did like it. I thought the ending of Breaking Bad was really, really good.
Oh, such a good ending.
I'm actually I tried to predict as it went along, but what I predict was nowhere near as good as what actually happened.
I know, it's fantastic.
And El Camino, I love that. Like, it's not every day you get, pitched an idea to have a film based on just you.
Yeah.
And Jesse did it really fucking
well.
Yeah,
and it's nice. It just feels like a nice little epilogue to Breaking Bad. Just a nice little bit on the end.
Loved it, and you get to see some of the other characters as well.
Yeah.
From Breaking Bad, so that was sick.
That's good. They got so many people back.
I loved it. It's really, really cool.
But we have got a lot of things have happened in the news lately. Okay, the court case we need to give our verdict on.
They're all dying to hear what's going on.
There's a lot of stuff. There's stuff that I didn't tease in the intro. Like, you've got a story for us about a ship. Is that correct?
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
This Reddit one is pretty juicy. It's pretty tasty. I was watching it unfold throughout the week because I use Reddit all the time. But because of all the stuff recently, I've tried to come off Twitter.
Yeah.
Which I have for the most part. It's not on my phone, and I only go on it sometimes on desktop if I need to look up a story quickly or see what's trending with Ethan.
It's annoying because with this type of thing, you need Twitter.
Yeah.
But mental health and lockdown stuff like that, you really don't need Twitter at the same time. I generally think it's one of the most toxic apps. Yeah, 100%.
It is honestly, it's contributed whenever I have down days and it's something about something going on in the world. It's been caused by Twitter.
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. But I use Reddit and I really enjoy Reddit. And I think that's probably my favourite. James isn't replying
to me, it's because he's too busy scrolling
browsing
Reddit.
Yeah,
because I'll get the reply. I'll get a link to a story on Reddit. I'll be like, oh, right, okay, all makes sense.
TikTok's yours, mine's Reddit.
Exactly.
It's just because Reddit's full of so many little communities of niche things going on. It's just so nice seeing people sharing their things. But
I find it interesting. I never knew what Reddit was until you showed me, and I love it. I love reading about some of the stories and stuff like that.
But they're in hot water at the moment.
Yeah, they
are. And I agree with why they're in hot water. I think they were stupid with this. And also, it's quite a dark story, to be honest. But anyway.
In this kind of situation, you're either right or you're with her.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You're one of her.
So, I watched all of this unfold in real time. I was on Reddit the few days that it was happening. So, from my experience, I can tell you how I experienced this news story unfold, okay?
Right, go on.
So, I'm a user on Reddit. I'm scrolling through, and there is a post on a subreddit called UK Politics. So, that whole subreddit is just obviously
about the UK and the politics. Who would have guessed?
In the UK, yes, I know. Amazing. But anyway, so they basically did a post saying, there's a woman that has recently been employed as a moderator on Reddit. So basically a moderator is someone that controls the whole site, oversees and checks it. And they were like, if you mention her name or make any sort of criticism of her at all or post any news articles of her, your account will be banned straight away.
What a fantastic way to deal with it.
Yeah, I know. And so everyone was like, I was reading this and I was like, who is this woman?
Be?
What could it be? And then basically you saw loads of users in the comments very maliciously complying, where they would spell out her name, but they would leave spaces in between each letter, or they would have someone that would comment the first letter, and then someone under it would reply with the second letter.
Oh, they always find a way.
It's so funny. But anyway, everyone's like, you can't do this. It's freedom of speech. You can't just even literally typing in their name and get your whole account banned. You can't do mental. This. So it turns out the woman is a trans person called Amy Challoner.
Yeah.
It's all right for us to say it now, okay?
Of course,
Reddit don't control our Spotify.
No, we're fine. We can talk about her.
Yeah. And basically, she's a trans woman, so it's a man that has transitioned into a woman.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And basically, she's had a very, very shady past. Bit of a disgusting individual, to be honest with you. So, what happened is she was a member of the UK Green Party, which I think you've probably heard of. They're a political party in the UK. And basically, while she was in the Green Party, her campaign manager was her father. I forgot what his name is. And her father...
Wasn't it David or something?
Something like that. It says... She tried to become the deputy leader of the Green Party, but stepped down when her father was jailed for 22 years, and for a string of sickening sexual crimes against a 10-year-old girl.
Disgusting.
This man, her father, had a 10-year-old girl in the basement of his house, and he would sexually assault her and torture her. Basically,
it's absolutely vile.
Yeah, and she was living in the house at the time, and she knew it was going on. And instead of, normal people like us, if you had a relative that is doing that, you would probably, call the police or
move out.
At the very least disown them.
Yes.
Right? But no, she was like, I can't believe he's doing that. I better make him my campaign manager. Right? That's very, very strange.
That's a complete different spectrum here, hon. What is going on?
So, not only that, she's got a husband, and the husband posts tweets about how he fantasizes about children.
Oh my God, she's just like in this.
So she's not a proven pedo herself.
No.
She's a pedophile enabler. She's got a dad that regularly did this stuff. She's got a husband that is at least attracted to the stuff if he's not done it himself. She's enabled
Have they got
all
kids
of the
themselves?
Stuff. I don't think so.
Could.
Well, no, she's trans. So they can't.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they can still adopt.
Oh, they could have adopted, but I mean, no adopted agency
well, yeah,
is going anywhere near that house.
Yeah.
But so she did all of these things, and because of that, she was not allowed in the Green Party anymore.
Of course.
She was kicked out of that, and so I guess she was like, oh well, I'll try and get a job at Reddit. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not hand your CV in, see how far you get?
Yeah, and Reddit decided, you know what? Let's employ her. And not do any background checks on her at all. Because the thing is, why Reddit is in the wrong here, okay, is because they could have had either two things. The one is they didn't bother to do a background check.
I'm not being funny. Like, I didn't know who she was, but like companies like that, they would probably know who she is, especially if she was like in the political party and her dad's been arrested, and you're kind of like, I wouldn't say famous, but you're well known for something.
Well, surely they would have at least looked at her CV.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But anyway,
I mean, I don't think it says on the CV. Oh, yeah. My dad's been arrested and my husband likes children. Do you know what I mean?
No, but it must have said like, oh, Green Party, and then they Google Amy Challoner Green Party, and surely it would have come up.
True.
But anyway, so there's two things. The way this could have gone down for Reddit is, one, they didn't bother to do a background check, in which case they are, that's wrong.
Of course.
They're, negligent. Or two, they knew about all this stuff and they employed her anyway.
Yeah.
Which is just as bad. Now, I've seen some people think that some companies do something which is called a diversity hire, where they will hire someone because they fit into a certain group. And in this case, she is obviously a trans woman. So a lot of people think what Reddit have gone and be like, oh, she's a trans woman. She maybe sort of fits the skills. Don't do a background check. Hire her. She's trans.
Yeah. And also they probably hired her because they're like, oh, she's going to be behind the scenes. She's going to be online. Yeah. She's not going to be like harming anyone if she's, doing all the stuff online. It's better than her working in a shop job, which I completely get. But for people to not be able to say, we don't want her to work for your company, and then get banned for saying her name, that's like, oh, it's so defensive. I don't like it.
And it's just because you fit into a certain group doesn't mean you can't be an awful criminal, disgusting person.
Obviously.
It's frustrating. But so what happened was, once some people on Reddit got wind that she had been employed, there must be a post saying this is who our staff are.
For fuck's
whatever,
sake.
I assume. People started reporting it, and because she's a moderator, she started having everything just, you get banned if you mention her name. And so basically hundreds of thousands of subreddits on Reddit in protest made all their pages private, which basically means no one can see what's on any of the pages, and it effectively makes Reddit useless.
Yeah. So basically, like, if someone doesn't know what subreddits are, it's basically like a Facebook page. Instead of them being public for people to read, they made them private. So you have to,
so I was scrolling through Reddit a few days ago, and I could not go on half of the pages that I wanted to go on.
Yeah.
They were, and it was
How
just
do you see it if they're private? Then would you have to like follow it or something?
If you're already following the page,
then you're fine.
You can see. I believe you can see posts that have been made in the past, but you can't see any new ones that are made. So, and no one can make any new posts.
Right.
So they basically just did a post. If you were one of the subreddits that was protesting, do a post saying, "Look, we're protesting this because of this. We're going private," and that's the latest post you would see, and then there wouldn't be anything new.
I see.
And so, basically, as soon as it got into the mainstream news, Reddit were like, "Oh, it's hit the mainstream news now. Guess now we better do something about it."
Yeah.
And they did a thing saying, "Oh, they've been fired now, and Amy's been fired."
See, like, but how have they proved that though? That's the thing. Are they now going to keep it hush hush that she's still working for them? Or
no, I assume she would have actually been fired. They did a press release saying she no longer works with us.
Okay.
So they can't just
really
keep
lie
her.
exactly.
No. But it's just they only did it when Reddit was all pissed off. They were fine, but as soon as it hit mainstream media, they were like, no, which is very annoying.
Yeah, that is annoying. Everyone listens once the media knows. Look, take David Dobrik for example.
Exactly. But oh my god, yeah, that's all.
We spoke about it once, and then that's like developed since our recent podcast episode on it.
Well, our verdict on this Reddit one is that Reddit was in the wrong.
Yeah.
Stupid. Don't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Whether they didn't vet the
who
woman
knows?
or whatever, but they were completely in the wrong.
And I'm glad that they've now sorted it out, because hopefully people can use Reddit again, because it is good. It's a good little app.
Anyone that listens to our podcast that heard of the David Dobrik story and hasn't kept up with it at all, he has brought out an apology after all the sponsors dropped him.
So you know, the victims come forward, nothing. The sponsors drop out. Fuck! I need to do an apology video.
Yeah.
I need these fucking money. I need this money back. I need to buy a Tesla. I need to buy bloody Steph a Tesla, Ethan a Tesla to shut them up. But you can't because the sponsors are gone.
Rumour is that at least one of his channels has been demonetised as well.
Good.
Now. So he is in hot water.
Yeah.
And I just want to say well done to Ethan and Trish for sticking at it and getting them sorted. I think they've now moved on to James Charles.
Yeah, they have.
He's still talking to minors.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, also their friendship is like mental as well. Like the fact that they fucking hated each other at the beginning.
Yeah. Now
they're
she's
like,
his sister.
She's like,
going
to be his sister-in-law. It's just actually mental.
But
it just proves that don't judge a book by its cover, really, doesn't it? Like, that's
I think personally, I think Ethan and Hila have really helped Trisha out.
Oh, I think so. She's definitely changed for the better. I mean, to be fair, she still fucking pisses me off, and I have completely blocked her on TikTok because I cannot stand
her TikToks are annoying.
Her moaning about, Charli D'Amelio. She's so young, she doesn't need the fucking hate, and it's so annoying. So I just removed her. But in general, her on the podcast, she seems to be quite like toned down.
Yeah, but what I saw about James Charles is apparently he's brought out this mobile number that you can ring and text. And basically, he'll be like, "Oh, if you ring and text this number, you can stay up to date with my stuff."
What?
So Ethan,
so it's like a booty call thing.
I think so. So Ethan and Hila rung the number on their podcast, and it was James Charles who and James Charles was like, "Hey sisters."
Oh,
it's like,
God.
if you want to keep up to date with all my stuff, and bearing in mind the majority of his audience is like minors, he's being in hot water because he's been texting minors.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Right? You ring the phone number, it goes, "Hey sisters, you can stay up to date with all my stuff. I'll text you updates. I'll even send you a couple selfies."
Oh,
and it's like,
no, mate. What are you doing? You're feeding the fire.
It's like, are you tone deaf?
You are feeding the fire.
Also, I know obviously it's kids, so kids are going to get excited about that stuff.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if it was you and me? Like, I was sat in bed with you and you're like, "Look, I just got a text. I got a selfie from James Charles. Look at that." How
so
weird is that?
It's so weird.
Yeah, I know. Oh god.
Like the stuff that fucking people do, it makes me laugh sometimes. Honestly.
Oh my god! Just take a back seat for a bit, James. Okay, stop.
Let it die down.
Let it die down.
Yeah, he's literally gone, I used to put caught for messaging mine. It's like, do you know what? Let's get a different phone number so they can message me.
Yeah.
And I oh dear.
Christ's sake. It's just it's so many YouTubers at the moment.
There must be something in the water they're drinking in Hollywood.
There is. Hollywood. Well, everyone already knows what our opinion is of Hollywood, but yes, it's definitely something in the water there.
Yeah.
But speaking of, this is something really weird. Speaking of Reddit, people that live in LA are awful people.
We know.
So I was on I just stumbled upon the Los Angeles subreddit. So it's just a subreddit for people that live in LA to talk about LA things. And I was like, oh, okay.
Is it like actually no, carry on.
I don't know what you were gonna say, but so I was like, okay, well, there's not a south of England subreddit, so I'll scroll through this and see what it's like living there.
Yeah.
There was one where there was a fire at a homeless place. So where the homeless camp out in LA in what is it, Skid Row? There was a homeless encampment near that. It had been burnt down. It had been a fire.
What, like caused by someone or like accidental? No one knows.
Someone just posted a picture and was like, "Oh, a fire at a homeless thing."
Thanks, mate.
And some of the comments are like, "Oh, I remember these comments. I'm not joking."
Yeah, you do.
One woman went, "That's going to be a bit of an eyesore on my way to the gym."
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I know. And it got worse. Jesus. There was other people that were literally just hating on the homeless. They're like, "Oh, they need to either get a jail, get a rehab, or just get out of here." And it's like, they have
no money, no clothes, no food, no water, no shelter. Yeah. How the fuck do you expect them to just up and leave that life to get a good one? Like, if they could, they would.
It honestly sounds, the whole community over there just sounds so toxic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when people are like, "Oh, I want to go to LA, I want to, get the Hollywood lifestyle," it's like, I used to be like that.
Yeah, you did. I remember when we first met, you were just like, "I'm going to go to LA for 6 months." Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, have fun.
I really wanted to. And it is quite, the beaches are quite nice there, but
there's nicer places in America.
Living there, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You would have to be such an ugly person on the inside. Obviously, everyone there is apparently extremely fit.
Well, they're drinking nice water, clearly.
Yeah.
They're drinking nice water, or they're drinking bad water. We just don't know.
Yeah, but no, they hate the homeless there, which apparently.
Yeah.
So that's
awful.
another thing. Los Angeles people have a dislike for the homeless.
It's weird. It's nice. It's not all areas of America that's a little bit fucked. It's just where Hollywood Studios is. They're just like, oh, we have to be a certain way.
Also, I saw a comparison of what house you could buy in LA compared to what house you could buy like out in the sticks in America somewhere.
Yeah.
Jesus, you could get like a 1-room little apartment thing for the price that you could buy like a 5-bedroom huge house out in like. What other
somewhere
states?
Else.
Yeah,
like what? Like
I don't know, Nevada, somewhere like that.
Yeah,
but it's just mad. The change in upper class, lower class is ridiculous.
I mean, it's the same in the UK, really.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like London is kind of LA, like money wise, I would say.
It's the more expensive place to live. Yeah, I still think though, because obviously I've seen some London apartments. It's still like the gap.
Oh, much more affordable.
It's more affordable than LA by a country mile.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But we're going to move on to some more interesting and strange topics today. Which one took your fancy more? Do you want to talk about your story, the ship, or we got the Krispy Kreme donuts, or we've got what's up with the Japanese?
Let's talk about the Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
I really fancy one now you've mentioned it.
Okay, so Krispy Kreme donuts, anti-vaxxers are not a fan. Right, and you're gonna find out, and our audience are gonna find out right after this. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to the Court Case Podcast. Happy Friday, everybody. So, today's Krispy Kreme story. So, you like a Krispy Kreme donut, don't you?
I haven't had one in ages, and I haven't had many in my lifetime, but they are wonderful things, wonderful creations. The ones with like chocolate in the middle, yum. Nutella one, I'm there.
Yes, they used to have, when I was at uni in Southampton, they used to have a Krispy Kreme. Well, they still do
like a
in
pop-up
the
stall.
mall. No, they're in the mall.
Like an actual shop. Love that.
And it
Love
was.
That.
I loved a big box of Krispy Kreme donuts. Well,
we actually need to do that one day. I'm not gonna lie. Just get like a whole fat box of Krispy and just sit there, watch TV, and eat them.
Like policemen.
You live once, you know.
Hells yeah. But anyway, Krispy Kreme at the moment.
Ooh, cream.
Well, there's an E after the M, so I thought it was Krispy Kreme.
Ooh, what the fuck? You're the first person I know that said it like that.
All right, Krispy Kreme.
Thank you.
All right. So Christy. Christ's sake. Krispy Kreme will offer free donuts all year long to people with COVID vaccination cards.
I think I saw this actually.
Yeah. Which I mean,
so anti-vaccines are like, oh my god, you're disrespecting me.
Yeah, but like I want a donut. But like, so you can't get a vaccine, but you're happy to get diabetes. Is that what you want talking about?
I don't think one donut Hunt's going to give them diabetes.
It's free donuts all
true.
year.
Okay, yeah, true. Facts. Yeah.
Krispy Kreme is upping the incentives for people to get their COVID-19 vaccine. The chain says it will offer a free original glazed donut to anyone who shows their vaccination card for the rest of 2021, starting today, and the offer is not a one-time deal.
Wait, I'm not being funny though. Just a plain sugar glazed one.
Yeah, but that's still
boring.
It's still tasty though.
That's boring though.
Customers can come in any day at any time to claim the free treat. No additional purchases necessary.
So why don't you go in, get one, leave, come back later, or just drive around? You know, in LA, I know they've got loads of little pop-up ones all over the fucking place because it's LA. So they can literally go to every single one. They could end up with like 50 old glazed sugar donuts.
And you could give them out to the homeless.
You give them out to the they wouldn't do that.
No. But, well, I assume they'd keep a log of who's been having them each day, but you can have them. You can have one a day basically, and you can just keep going back and getting them.
That's mental.
Krispy Kreme says it also plans to randomly deliver donuts to healthcare workers and volunteers at vaccination centres. I think this whole thing is lovely. The chain is also offering employees up to 4 hours of paid time off to get their own shots. Also lovely. Paid time off to get your vaccine.
That's good.
Everything they're doing sounds great.
Yeah.
The promotion is one of the few freebies for people who have gotten vaccinated, but the number is likely to grow as vaccine availability increases.
See, I understand why people that are anti-vacciners are upset about this, though. Like, obviously.
Yeah, because they feel excluded.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll just go. But
some people have their own personal reasons. Some people probably can't get the vaccine, for health reasons or whatever. You know, I don't think you can actually have the vaccine if you've had COVID.
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, you know, there might be other health reasons to why someone can't have the vaccine.
Your time spent not in the line getting the vaccine, you can work for your donut. How about that?
You're so rude.
Why? I just think, look, I want out of this pandemic as soon as possible, so I just want everyone vaccinated.
Jesus Christ, that's such a selfish thing to say.
What? Vaccines are good. It's stopping the virus. It's not a virus. Yes, it is.
Coronavirus. It's not a virus.
Sorry, I was thinking of another disease. But anyway.
What were you thinking about?
Some disease isn't a virus, I guess.
What?
But anyway, no, this is good. We want everyone vaccinated.
Because but there's also, like me and Sam spoke about on the podcast, there's also like mass immunity.
Right.
So not every single person in the entire world needs to be vaccinated.
No, but I mean, the more vaccinated, the better. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but I assume that that's more people vaccinated, the better, right?
I know, but they're going to run out of vaccines soon.
They can just make more.
I don't really know where this convo is going.
Fair enough. Well, apparently it's not just Krispy Kreme. A Phoenix marijuana dispensary is offering its own incentive: free edibles to people who show their card. Free marijuana edibles.
What?
So
That's
people
mental.
that show their cards. Get me to Phoenix. Damn. For Krispy Kreme, it's the continuation of a series of giveaways that started in 2020. Last year, the company says it gave away over 30 million donuts to healthcare workers, first responders, teachers, coaches, and graduating seniors to help keep their spirits up.
See, I feel like all places should be giving like discount or like free food to like healthcare workers and stuff like that.
I think it's lovely.
Key workers. I think it's great. I don't see why they wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but to be fair, it does make sense for them to do it because the going narrative is if you get the vaccine, we get out this virus.
No, I completely understand the incentive, 100%. Like, I get it, but like I also understand why people that don't want to have the vaccine would be offended. Like, I'm on the fence.
Fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. But the thing is, the only thing with these things is I think even if you are anti-vaccine for whatever reason, I think you should be able to appreciate that they are doing this to try and do something good.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
You know, and obviously it sucks that you're not going to get a free donut.
But it is just a free donut.
But one, it is just a free donut. You don't have to get one.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
or just,
don't get a donut.
No, I know. It is. To be fair, like, it is a bit dramatic. Like, if they were offering, I don't know, a whole 12-pack every day forever, I would understand. But it's literally one fucking donut.
Yep.
It is a bit dramatic, isn't it?
Speaking of getting out of the pandemic and our lovely American cousins, do you want to hear what the worst headline I think I have ever heard?
Well, I don't, but if you're going to show me anyway.
Yeah, so, right. So, you know, obviously us and America and stuff, we're slowly coming out of the pandemic.
We are.
Slowly coming out of lockdowns.
Thankfully and hopefully.
this is so morbid, but this headline says mass shootings signal are back to normal in America.
What?
So this headline basically seems because there's been some mass shootings in America and there hasn't been for ages because of lockdown.
It's like
the fact that there's mass shootings means that we're starting to go back to normal.
Jesus Christ.
How morbid is that? And that was CNN. That's the main news network that put this headline out.
Bloody hell. So it's like, you're either in a horrible pandemic, which is shitting on your mental health, or when we go back to normal, you're going to be surrounded by mass shootings.
Yeah. Mass shootings signal a dubious back to normal in America. It's mad that America's like this.
That's classed as normal over there. That's so terrifying.
Americans have been saying for a year they want to get back to normal. Tragically, they're getting their wish. With the gradual return to public places comes a spectre the country was all too willing to set aside as it grappled with a pandemic capable of killing thousands of Americans. Mass shootings are starting to make headlines again. And through their return as most unwelcome, they're proved to be an part of life in the United States.
Wow.
It's mad that they've got such a gun control problem. It's just you get so many people in America that just they feel like you're really infringing on their rights if you want to take away their guns. And it's just mental to me. And Australia used to be like America, where they had the same sort of gun laws. They had one mass shooting, got rid of all of their guns. Now they've not had a mass shooting since.
Wow.
And America just can't seem to get that through their heads.
We don't have mass shootings over here, really.
No, we don't have guns. But the thing is, if you tell Americans that are pro-gun that, they just go, yeah, but you've got knife crime. And it's like, yeah, we do have knife crime in London. It's not great.
Well, to be fair, like anywhere you go, there's going to be some sort of violent crime, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, and if there's a chance of decreasing that through like guns, the chances of surviving a stab wound in comparison to a gunshot is probably a lot higher.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It just makes sense in my head.
Yeah, I know. It's just you used to think of America as this shining, cool country, land of the free. Hells yeah, kick ass, rock, flag, and eagle.
Rock, flag, and eagle, right, Charlie? He's got a point. No, he doesn't. What?
But now it's just like you're a bit crap, innit? In my opinion, it feels like when you see all these news articles, it feels a bit like a third world country with a little bit of icing on top.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sort yourself out, America. But there you go. There's Krispy Kreme for you, honey.
Wow.
Do you want to tell me what's going on with the ship?
What
You have a story for me. It's been in the news. There's this huge ship that's stuck in a river or something like that.
Evergreen cargo ship. Yeah.
So what's the story with this ship?
So there's a huge cargo ship that's been stuck in a canal in Egypt, and 321 ships are now backed up behind it.
Trying to get through.
But the thing is, I don't know if anybody's seen the photo. I don't understand how it's stuck.
I don't get it either. I've seen the picture. So you've got the canal. Everyone can
and
picture.
It's like kind of diagonally.
Yeah, picture a canal in your minds, guys.
Like a narrow canal.
Yeah, narrow canal. It's a cargo ship, and it's sort of diagonally slanted down to the right. So it's just like, why don't you just turn left a bit?
Yeah.
Or two, get some ships.
I'm guessing it's
on the
really
top
fucking
right
heavy,
side,
though.
and then just push it. I assume it's really bloody heavy.
Well, it says here, some 9,000 tons of ballistic. I don't know how you say that.
Ballistic.
Oh, no, ballistic water were removed from the ship to help make it lighter, but the Japanese-owned Evergreen remains stuck and blocking the crucial route for the world trade.
For world trade? That's not good. That's all of the world, that.
Correct. Want a medal? Yeah, so it's very... I don't know what they're going to do. It's been stuck there for a couple of days now, was it? Like nearly a week?
5 days.
5 days. So yeah, nearly a week. Nearly a full week it's been stuck there. So I don't know what shortage we're going to have if it's like blocking like world trade and like 321 other... I don't know. Other boats are backed up.
But I don't get the science. Just give it a little push.
I know.
Right?
But
get the AA out there.
It's obviously really heavy because they've had to remove stuff. So maybe that is what they're planning. If they're removing stuff to make it lighter to be able to push it, that's what they're planning.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so funny to look at because it generally does look like there is room to give. And also, why was the driver heading in that direction towards the end of like the side of the
You'll
canal.
you'll have to post a pic of this on the
Yeah.
story when
Yeah, I will.
when this episode comes out.
I just feel like surely he'd be driving straight.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know how he's ended up in that position. I don't get it.
But clearly it's a slow news week because everyone is talking about
Oh,
this
it's
broken
everywhere,
down
isn't it?
ship. And it's like,
But like all over my TikTok, they're just like, "How is it stuck? I don't understand
Yeah.
how it's stuck." I'm just like, "Yeah, how the fuck has this happened?" I don't.
clearly they haven't found out.
It's like that whole lorry situation again. Do you remember over Christmas when those lorry drivers
but
were?
that was Brexit.
That was Brexit, but like it's very
Brexit-
similar because it's world trade and it's all been stopped, and it's just like
Yeah.
how much of an impact is this going to have on?
That one was awful
Resources.
because lorry drivers were like missing Christmas Eve.
Oh my
and
god,
stuff.
it's all well, they missed Christmas Day, hun, and they,
Oh, right.
they're being only fed from what people were bringing them out, like that lived nearby. So, and there's probably wasn't many toilets, and there was so many people. It's just like that's just
Yeah.
a horrible situation.
If you were in one of those lorries and you went off the bush to have a pee, do you reckon you would have gotten done by like policemen?
No, why would you have gotten done for a
Well,
police?
it's public indecency, isn't it?
Is it?
You're not technically supposed to. I mean, every guy does it, but you're not technically supposed to. Be
I
in the
didn't know
bush.
that.
Oh well, there you go. That's why I'm a bad boy.
Well, okay. Well, I don't think so. Like, surely they would understand, or maybe I don't know. Did they bring a public toilet to them? I don't know.
Bring a bottle.
Bring
for
a
them to
bottle.
pee in.
Who knows? They must have like sorted out something for them, but it
Yeah.
was just an awful situation. And so is this.
Mm.
Like, I'm guessing the workers are again stuck in the cargo ship.
Possibly.
I'm guessing so. Who knows? Who knows the full rundown?
But well, no, I assume they're not because they're in a canal, so I assume they can just like
Hop
probably
off.
hop off to
Hop
the
off, go
banks.
get Mackies, come back. Oh, it's
Exactly.
still stuck.
Yeah. But we still got a killer story coming after this. I'm going to be telling you why the Japanese are getting time off work. It's very interesting.
Yeah?
Right? Yeah, you're not going to believe why they're getting a cheeky 10 days off. It's something like 10 days off work, something like
Oh,
that.
wow. Nice.
But you're going to find out right after this.
Okay.
Right, welcome back, everybody. Happy Friday. Are you ready for this story about
you
the
don't
Japanese?
need to say Happy Friday every segment.
It is. It's a very happy Friday for me.
Okay.
It's Good Friday.
It is Good Friday. I was
So-
about to say, it's not happy, it's Good Friday.
It's a good one. But anyway, so imagine, right, your favourite musical artist is Post Malone.
It
Is
is.
it not? Favourite Post Malone song? Go.
I like them all. Oh, crap. I like Stay. Because it's
Stay.
nice, calming, peaceful one.
Okay,
He
so
sings it really well.
imagine you're listening to Stay by Post Malone.
I am.
Scrolling through your Instagram, you see a post by Post Malone
Oh, wow.
saying, I'm retiring from music. Right?
I would cry. Simply cry.
Well, if you're in Japan, you don't have to cry. You can call up your employer and say, my idol's just retired. And they'll go,
Shut-
okay, 10 days off work for
Shut
you.
the fuck up.
No, not joking.
Shut up.
No.
So they could literally, so whoever, like, they might not even be their favourite idol, right?
Mm.
But they could just call them and be like, oh, so-and-so's, retired. And they could just get 10 days off.
Yeah, not only if they retired, right? So, the copywriting company Hiroro Incorporated recently made waves on Twitter when its president, Itaru Tsurumi, declared that the company will offer paid leave for idol fans in grief when their favourite idol graduates, retires, or gets married.
Gets married.
Get married as well. It's like, oh no, Ariana Grande's got married. I'll never get with her. Can I please have 10 days off work?
What the fuck? 10 days for that?
Yeah.
What would they fucking do if their actual relative passed away, though?
I don't know.
20?
I don't know. I would hope so. But they've got a list of the rules here. According to the Post, Tsurumi added a clause to the company's policy on taking time off, stating that employees can take leave under the following circumstances. If your idol is holding a concert or live event, you may take the day off or leave early as long as it's arranged a week beforehand.
Okay.
Only in the case of an unannounced event are you allowed to leave work early on the day. So if they announced it on the day, like, quick, doing a secret gig in the evening,
Oh my
then you can leave
God.
early work early on the day.
So, wait, are you telling me this is like a general country
It
rules? or
seems
is
like this company's rule
Oh, it's
in
a
Japan.
company- it's
Yeah, it's a
company's rule.
copywriting company
Oh
in
my
Japan.
God.
You may take full paid leave for up to 10 days if your favourite idol retires. You may take 3 days. Right, this is getting ridiculous.
This is mental.
You can take 3 days if it's your second favourite idol, or otherwise an idol who is not necessarily your number one.
Oh my God, you are absolutely joking.
Yeah.
Someone's written this as a fucking joke.
No, this is the this is the AnimeNewsNetwork.com in Japan.
Oh, okay.
You may take full paid leave for up to 10 days if your favourite idol gets married.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that
I
is
know.
absolutely ridiculous. Like, I understand the retirement and I understand a death, but marriage, like, what?
This extra rule was fantastic. Right, so you can take a leave of up to 10 days if your favourite idol gets married. Depending on the amount of mental damage, it is possible to negotiate for extra days.
No way. So wait, imagine you've had your 10 days, your boss calls you up and goes, "Hiya, Sandra, how are you coping from,
Like, well, she's still married.
She's still fucking married. I know. Okay, well, we'll give you another 5, all right? But we really got to have you back in the office soon."
Oh.
So, the fuck? That is absolutely mental. That is so funny.
That is so great.
Could you imagine if, like, our workplace, any workplace in the UK brought in that? Like, people would abuse it so much.
Yeah.
They would abuse it so much.
Absolutely. I mean, who would I say is my hero in the entertainment world?
You mean, sorry, your favourite idol?
Idol. You want to pick one that's like either close to death or close to retirement to be your idol in this
Yes,
case.
exactly.
I'm going to say Ian McKellen, the guy that plays Gandalf.
Okay.
He's
and
quite old. I'll be
Okay.
like, my idol. So if he retires.
But then who would be your second if like that happened before Ian did?
Second favourite.
Because you could only.
The Queen.
Ah.
That's quite a smart one, isn't it?
But you only get 3 days. So.
Yeah, bugger. I only get 3 days if it's the Queen.
I know.
And it would probably be a national holiday if she
It'd
dies.
probably be a national. So you might get 4.
Yeah, but that's kind of wasting it
But
because
then
everyone will be off.
Exactly. So you are wasting it. And, you could always call up and be like, "I'm still really suffering."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't know. Who would yours be then?
I don't know, man. Luckily, I haven't got to think about it, but
Yeah.
it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Clearly.
To be fair, I feel like I wouldn't do it. I feel like I'd sound so stupid calling up my boss and be like, "My favourite actress." And my favourite actress, Ryan Gosling. He's
Yeah.
not doing any more films.
But the
I'll give you 10 days to go and binge what he's created.
Yeah. But the thing is, you're saying that you wouldn't do it, but it's paid leave.
Yeah, true. It
like
is true.
you just.
But that's
find
better than calling
someone.
him fucking sick, isn't it? Just
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, I feel really under the weather. I'll just say that, your favourite actress is retiring." They won't search it up. They won't, check. 10 days off, mate.
I want to know what their rules are for like relatives that have died and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I'm
And see
intrigued
how
too.
different
How
it
different
is
it is.
than Hollywood stars.
You could easily do that. You could pretend that, if they don't check it, if your actual idol is retiring, you could just say, "Oh, they're retiring, blah, blah, blah. Have 10 days off. Fuck off on a holiday."
Yeah.
And be paid for it.
Yeah.
And you're grieving.
But
It's mental.
it's cool, isn't it? It's weird.
I wouldn't say it's cool. I mean, I guess it is cool.
Well, I mean, if they're a company with enough money to be able to do that,
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. But I guess it's from a employee satisfaction thing.
I guess it's like a mental
it
health
shows,
thing.
It shows that they are
A
caring.
lot of care, yeah.
It's a weird amount of care,
there's
but
like
they are
too
caring
much.
about
It's
their
too much.
things. So it's better than
Imagine
not
going
caring
to an
at
interview and be
all.
like, "By the way, who's your favourite idol?" Okay, well, note this down now. When we find out if he's retiring, we will automatically give you 10 days off. Like, just imagine hearing that in an interview. You'll be like,
Yeah.
"Okay." Very strange.
To be honest, I think.
What happens if all of the employees had the same idol and they all
I
needed
know.
10 days off at the same time?
Yeah.
What would
Christ.
happen then?
I honestly have
They
no
haven't thought
idea.
about that plan because that's possible.
Yeah.
That is very possible.
To be fair, I think you could keep Post Malone as your idol because no offense, but he's not getting to old age.
James.
I'm sorry, but he drinks Bud Light more than he does water, and he's got probably more ink in his system now than blood. And like, no offense, I love Post Malone. I think he's
Yeah.
amazing. But
I know.
yeah,
He's fucking sick though. I vibe with it.
him and Ethan don't talk anymore.
Why?
They ain't fallen out. They've just he said on his podcast that they haven't texted in ages, probably just because Post Malone's gotten really big and stuff. They've not had a falling out or anything.
God, could you actually imagine like not talking, like having Post Malone as your friend and not talking to him anymore?
No, best mates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are they best mates? Like, from school?
No, I don't remember how they met.
Hmm.
But they've just been best mates, and he was on the podcast with Ethan, one of his first guests
Yeah.
when it started, and he's been in YouTube videos with him and stuff, and they've been on tour with him.
Gosh.
But don't know. I think they've just both gotten really busy and just.
To be fair,
not
Ethan's
talked in a
doing
while.
really well for himself
But
as well.
when he was talking on his podcast, I saw about it. You could tell he was really sad about it.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aw.
He was like, I do. He said it himself. He was like, I do really. It does really suck that we
Aw.
haven't talked in ages.
They're both doing well for each other. Like, to
Yeah.
be fair, like they've both gone like completely different routes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're both in the industry.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll rekindle.
Yeah, Ethan from the H3 podcast. If anyone doesn't know, I just
Yeah.
say Ethan all
We-
the
yeah.
time, and everyone's like,
James
"Who are you
refers
talking
to him
about?"
like Ethan, like he's his best name. Honestly, he's
No.
obsessed with him.
No, he is my favorite. He's probably one of my favorite.
Is he your
YouTubers.
idol then?
He's not my idol. I love what he does. I would like to be
But
doing
it's not
what he
worth
does.
having 10 days off for.
Yeah, no, I'd have 10 days
If
off
he goes,
for Ethan.
we're cancelling frenemies.
I'd have 10 days off for Ethan, yeah. Ethan and Hila as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Trisha,
No, she can.
but Ethan and his wife Hila, I would have 10 days off for them
Yeah.
if they retired, definitely. I got some British news.
Go on.
Since we've been talking world news, let's see, we've covered America, we've covered Japan, we've covered Egypt.
We have.
But we haven't sorted out some crap going on in our own soil,
No.
right? So we've got a teacher that's been a bit of a dick here,
Have we?
and he's been sacked. Yeah.
Oh.
So a teacher who was struck off after mocking pupils for dressing like Eastern European prostitutes has
What?
defended himself and said he has no regrets.
Uh,
So a
no
teacher that took the
regrets.
piss out of his students and saying that they dress like Eastern European prostitutes and Kardashian clones has defended himself and said he has no regrets.
Yeah, you just said all that.
Yeah, I know, but I was just reiterating it for you
Ah,
because
okay.
you went, what? So.
No, oh, not what, because I didn't understand. As in, like,
Ah.
what the fuck is wrong with that man?
Right, I get
Do
you,
know
I
what
get
mean?
you.
Yeah.
So, actually, I didn't say the gender, so you're guessing it's a man.
Oh, God, yeah. How awful of me to assume.
Because the thing is, when I see things like that, is a lot of the time you find the most critical people of women are other women.
Yeah. That is
so
very true.
when I first saw this headline and I didn't see a picture of the teacher, I was like, this is probably some stuck-up old woman that doesn't like girls
Yeah, yeah,
dressing
yeah.
how they dress now. But no, it was a guy. You're
Oh,
right.
okay.
Alexander Price, 43, was found guilty of professional misconduct for his anonymous blog about the annual prom at Denbigh High School in North Wales.
Ah, big up Wales.
So, didn't realise they were allowed to have proms at the moment, but apparently there
well,
was a prom.
Wales is already out of, like, their stage of lockdown before
Ah,
us.
right, I see. He will not be allowed to work as a teacher for 2 years.
Only 2 years?
Yeah. Well, I guess he did only. He just mouthed them in an
True.
anonymous blog.
True.
It's not like he slept with any of them.
No, that is a good point.
So he told BBC Wales that he did not think he should apologise for his remarks. Oh, he's not apologising either for insulting these
What
girls.
is it with teachers and having blogs that they just talk about students on?
Yeah.
I experienced that in school. It's very strange.
Wait, what? There were teachers at your school that had a blog?
There was a teacher at my school that had a blog, and he would talk about students in a very sexual way.
No.
Yes,
way.
have I told you this?
No.
This is like actual like home.
Is
like,
the blog
news.
still online?
I don't think so.
Oh, that would have been.
I don't know. I actually can't remember it for the life of me. I could definitely dig it up because I had obviously a girls group chat and we would all send it to each other, and he would post like topless photos of himself.
No way. And he
yeah.
would talk sexually about the
Not
kids.
like really, really sexually, but it'd be like, oh, so and so, I moved her to the front of my class because I really like her.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
I know.
That's disgusting.
He asked my baby picture as well because
Oh, it's that same
it's
one.
that same one who asked my baby picture, and the reason he asked my baby picture was because he wanted to embarrass me in front of class when I was misbehaving, which I wasn't a naughty student at all. So he'd put it up on the big screen.
This is
Which
disgusting.
he never did, and like, obviously he never got my baby picture. He didn't ask me for it. He asked my sister for it. Obviously, he wasn't going to ask me.
What,
'cause
he
I-
asked your second.
Yeah.
your next
He
young
asked my
child-
sister
What
for
the
my
hell?
baby photo. Obviously, she didn't bring it in,
Good.
but like
That's very.
I know.
So
And
strange.
I went higher up and everything, and I had a meeting with him, and he like apologised. And
I
next-
remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, next-
I did not know he wrote a blog.
It wasn't about me, I don't think. It was like other students. That apparently, he was really, really close with some girls in like sixth form, like the year above me. and
Okay,
stuff
so
like
you
that.
weren't mentioned in the blog.
No, he never mentioned names. He like described them
Oh.
and stuff.
Oh,
And like saying like how old they were and like what year they're in and everything like that.
Christ.
And then I went higher up and with this like group chat and like all the evidence, and next thing I know, he's fired. Never heard from him since.
Good. At least he got like, repercussions for it. But that is bad.
Yeah, it's really
That's
bad.
awful.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, but that makes me sick to think of him at home, fucking typing away on his computer, going, "This is what I thought. I brought this girl to the front, this little girl, because I think they look hot." I know.
I've suppressed it for a while. Like, I can't remember the full extent of what was put on there, but like there's little bits that's like still a bit clear.
I assume the blog's not on.
I assume it's been taken down. But when he got fired, he was like, fuck, been found out. Let me get rid of that and just make a new one.
Christ. But anyway, this teacher, at least he was only insulting the kids. He wasn't talking about which ones he found hot.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell the name of the blog is. It's called Provoked Pedagogue. I don't know what that word is.
They always have weird fucking names, don't
Maybe
they?
it's Welsh or something. He wrote the blog for 18 months. He claimed pupils snorted cocaine at the school prom, which he said was more important to both pupils and the school than education and exam results. Oh, so he was going in at the school as well.
Yeah.
But speaking after he was struck off, Mr. Price said his blog was satirical and he had never intended to offend anyone. Oh. Fair enough, mate. But I mean, I shouldn't have said it, should you?
I mean, you know, I feel like his intentions weren't to offend. If he's got a teacher job, why would he throw it all away? Throw it all away.
I just feel like it's too on the nose.
He just didn't think
to do it.
He didn't think before he wrote. Like sometimes, you know, you can think those things. That's one thing, but like posting about it online when you've got a professional job is a complete different thing.
Yeah. See, if I was even doing like this, if I was this guy and I was like, oh, I like writing satire and stuff like that, I would, and I want to, you know, because he said it was anonymous, so I assume he didn't name any of the pupils and teachers or whatever. I would write this blog in entries or whatever on my own in a Word document when I'm no longer teaching and when I'm retired, bring it out as like a satirical book or something.
Yeah.
And, you know, because then there's no names. It's just a piss take about schools. Yeah. And, you know, it's, don't do it while you're a teacher.
If he has to do it at all, I guess that's the best way to do it. But
But I mean, I think it's stupid. You got a cushy job as a teacher. Why are you bloody risking it like that? So he said, the second I believe the school might have an indication I was the author, I took the blog down because it was never my intention to cause offence. But he's saying that it was the school that ended up putting it in the public sphere, so it's kind of their fault.
If that's how you see it, mate. I mean, you were the one that it came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
He should get the tattoo of no regrets on his...
No regrets. I remember that. Yeah, that was years ago. That was a meme.
Oh,
Jesus.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love that. Strange. But yeah, so any teachers listening to the podcast, please don't make blogs about
blog
your
posts about their students.
Things. It's very strange.
You're meant to be teaching them
I
stuff,
know.
not, you know.
But we are coming towards the end of the podcast at the moment. I've got one more story, and we've got time for one more story, which comes from our favourite state in America to get news for us stories from, which is
Florida.
She wins. Florida.
What do I win?
You win the right to know what this story is.
Oh, how exciting.
Florida mum attacked a student while wearing...
It's always the mums. It's always the Florida fucking mums. I swear.
Florida mum attacked a student while wearing a boxing glove, but police say.
Why? Fuck's sake. I bet she just woke up. She's like, there's not been much in the news about us recently. Let me put a boxing glove and go beat up some fucking poor kid.
What is it with that state?
It's
like,
so
I don't
weird.
get it. It's like you step out of Disneyland and then everything else is just a complete dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Florida woman was wearing a boxing glove as she attacked a student on a middle school campus.
I don't get it.
She was arrested on a child abuse charge.
Of course.
Yeah, obviously. Police said a school safety officer heard a frantic announcement from a teacher about a fight outside the cafeteria. When the officer got there, he learned that the 34-year-old mother had been in a physical fight with the victim. How old's the victim? I want to know how old, like...
I want to know why.
So, the mum was leaving the school with her daughter after a meeting with the vice principal. Mm-hmm. But instead of leaving the campus, police said the daughter walked out of her way through the cafeteria to engage the victim in a fight. And then the mother stepped in and started fighting as well.
Right, okay.
Witnesses told the police that Riddle's daughter pushed the victim to the ground and hit her before her mother also began punching the victim.
Fucking hell. So why does she randomly have a boxing glove to hand? This is what I want to know. I have so many questions.
Maybe that's commonplace in Florida.
Okay, apparently,
you know? Some people hold a gun for protection. She's just got a couple of boxing gloves. One witness told investigators Riddle appears to have a boxing glove attached to her left hand. apparently Riddle had the boxing glove on her hand when she arrived at the school that day and told officials it was glued to her wrist and she couldn't remove it.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the piss up, I was going to say. I don't know why. Shut the piss up. I don't know why that came to my head.
So the student suffered abrasions to her knees and forearms, according to the report, and the girl's parents told police she wanted to pursue criminal charges. The parent took the student to a hospital for a follow-up evaluation. So Riddle's been arrested and charged with 1 count of child abuse with a personal/special weapon. Records did not indicate whether Riddle has a lawyer who could comment. So she's not called Saul yet. But madness.
Yeah,
innit?
I'm again speechless. I've got a lot of questions, but there's just no point asking them because the answer is Florida for you, eh?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like anything wrong and stupid happens in the town that we live in.
No, never.
Not at all.
Not recently either.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, if only we could talk about that, but we were revealing way, way, way too much.
No, we'd get sacked, wouldn't we?
We would get sacked and...
Well, they probably don't listen.
No, they definitely do not listen.
No.
We can't talk about it, but there's a lot of juicy stuff going on around near us as well, so we're really living in a TV show experience right now. Put it that way.
It's like we just moved to Florida for the majority of lockdown.
Yeah, it's honestly keeping the group chats alive a bit.
In these
times, it's like, oh, what are you up to today? Oh, actually, I've bought some gossip today. This is what's going down at my workplace.
Exactly. But I think that was some good stories we brought to everybody today.
Yeah,
we got some good verdicts on those. Just like everyone's just gone a bit mental, haven't they?
They've gone off the rails.
Boats stuck in canals. Pedo people joining Reddit.
No free donuts.
No free donut. Well, I'm getting vaccinated, so I'm going to get my donut. Oh,
you'll get a free donut, yeah.
I'm going to get my donut. I hope that extends to the UK and it's not just American Krispy Kremes.
God, yeah.
Because I do want my donut.
I don't want just a plain sugar one, though.
Well, then why don't you just get a plain sugar one and then just put some stuff on it? Wherever you want.
No, because I want the stuff inside.
Oh,
like
right.
Like
a
Nutella one.
Things.
Yeah, a Nutella one, preferably.
Okay, well then...
Oh, God, I really fancy one. I want to go to a shop and get one now.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can get some donuts after this. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Donut time?
I hope everybody else is enjoying a donut as you listen to this podcast episode.
So, enjoy your weekend, guys. Get yourselves some donuts.
Have a good Easter Sunday.
Have a great Easter Sunday.
That.
Yep, if that's your thing.
Yeah.
But please stay tuned for the coming weeks. We've hopefully got some collabs coming. We don't know. We've got some other cool plans, but we'll always be here giving you some cool stories. We'll work on another conspiracy theory to bring you guys for a show in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, let us know if there's anything that you want us to talk about, like conspiracy theory wise, which one is taking your fancy the most and you want to hear our verdict on.
And make sure to follow us on our Instagram at Court Case Podcast.
Not you like to add that every time. It's like people aren't going to find us, son.
Yeah, at Court Case Podcast.
Yeah.
See it. Well, you already know where we are because you're listening to us now. But yeah. Thank you so much, guys. We will see you all next week.
See you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side. Hope you enjoyed the show.
I've always wanted to say that.
Well, now you have. Okay, ta-ta for now, everybody.
Ta-ta.
What was wrong with that? What would you like my goodbye to be?
Oh, I thought you entered it.
No. We got some still going here.
Oh, right.
What would you like my goodbye to be?
Nothing. I just found it funny. I haven't heard anyone say ta-ta in fucking ages.
Tigger says it in Winnie the Pooh.
I like Tigger.
Yeah, so there you go.
Okay.
All right. Ta-ta for now, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.